Alright guys, welcome back. Central Florida Prepper here. Today's topic is not one to alarm anybody. I am not saying that plague is fixing to run rampant in America. This video is to address that there is plague and other diseases here in America that we are currently battling, keeping in control using modern medicine, science, agencies, right now, okay, in today's society. So let's go ahead and go over why I even picked this topic. I did a video similar to this a good while back. I do apologize for the sweating. It is hot here in Central Florida, and I have to turn the fans off when I'm trying to video. Okay, so 2 days ago, I'll go ahead and pop up the report there for you. The Washington Post came out with this one. Plague-infected prairie dogs prompt shutdowns near Denver. Fleas can spread it to pets and humans. Now, they're talking about the Black Plague, the bubonic plague. This stuff is in America, has been in America for like forever. Alright. Parts of Colorado Wildlife Refuge remains closed Sunday after plague-infected prairie dogs were discovered there in late July. Wildlife and nature areas near Denver have also been shut down as officials continue efforts to stem the spread of the disease. Man, sorry guys, it is hot out here. Okay, so with that being said, I went ahead and looked into the CDC. Alright, because I wanted some numbers and maps, things like that to show y'all. Okay, basically the CDC talks about what the plague is exactly, how it spreads, the symptoms, diagnosis and treatments, and the main thing I wanted to get to was the map and statistics. Alright, now reported cases of human plague in the United States from 1970 to 2017. I'll pop up that little map there for you. Looks like most of the cases are towards the west, Midwest, and west. Alright, now there was one, looks like, right there at the Great Lakes. Now, with this plague, averages in recent decades, an average of 7 human plague cases have been reported each year. The range is 1 to 17 cases a year. So, you know, they don't have a dead, they're not giving a dead number, they're just giving an average amount. So let's just say 7 cases. Alright, now we are able to combat that and deal with that. Alright, I'll get into why we're bringing all this stuff up, guys. Another one I wanted to talk about was the zombie deer. I'm sure y'all have all heard of that one or come across something on it. Now, I came back across this one, I believe it was Central Banker, just the other day had a report on it. And you know, we've known about it for some time. Sorry guys, I do apologize. It is warm out here. Now this disease, it supposedly just affects deer. And they showed maps and things like that of the outbreak. I mean, it's quite a bit of population areas for deer and elk and moose that contracted this and still out there. I know most people say, well, you know, they've done science tests that humans can't get it. Okay, there is that. But what a lot of other people don't realize, according to the CDC study, there was a report, I believe it was in 2007 or 2017. Give me one quick second, I'll pull it up for you. Okay, the actual name for the zombie deer virus disease is called chronic wasting disease. It is a prion disease, Prion, that affects deer, elk, reindeer, sika deer, and moose. It has been found in some areas of North America, including Canada, United States, Norway, and South Korea. This is a disease that includes symptoms of drastic weight loss, wasting, stumbling, listlessness, and other neurological symptoms. But I want to get back to where humans, they say humans cannot contract this. Alright, I did say there was a study, okay? Alright, here it is. It was July 10th, 2017. I take that back. An additional study began in 2009 by Canadian and German scientists, which has not yet been published in the scientific literature, is evaluating whether CWD can be transmitted to MACAQUES. I'm not sure what that is. Alright guys. A type of monkey. Okay, there we go. It's a monkey that is genetically closer to people than any other animal that has been affected with CWD previously. Alright. On July 10th, 2017, the scientists presented a summary of the study's progress. I will put that link up there for y'all, in which they show that CWD was transmitted to monkeys that were fed infected meat. Now, this particular type of monkey is supposedly close to the humans by genetics, genetically closer. So, why do I bring this up? They say that humans can't contract it. Are they really sure about that? And of course, we've all heard of Ebola. Now, I wanted to say at first that we wouldn't have a problem with Ebola. And obviously with our containment systems and things like that, we have a way to keep it from spreading here in America if it really came in hard. But I want to talk about shit hits the fan when none of these agencies are there to keep the plague, this zombie deer virus, Ebola, from spreading like wildfire. That is what concerns me. Not that everything is going to be a pandemic right now in today's society, but during shit hits the fan, when there is no one there to stop this disease from spreading. Now, when I looked at Ebola, I'm like, well, we don't have the Ebola issue. I mean, the majority of it is across the ocean. So shit hits the fan, it's not really going to be able to get here. Well, right there, guys, we have Army institutes that work with other diseases that the CDC is not part of. Alright, they just recently shut down one that was working on, it was either plague or the Ebola. So when SHTF happens and no one is manning these facilities, and or something is intentionally released because of some sick, twisted individual, yeah, then we have an exotic amount of deadly diseases in America. So, why am I telling you all this? Part of our prepping, as we all need to do, maybe I need to start prepping a quiet air conditioner for the bunker here, because it is getting hot, guys. Preparing for pandemics, viral outbreaks, things like that. Being able to seal up your house if need be, if you can't bug out of a location. Alright, now ideally, if you have a massive outbreak in your area, it might not be wise to stay there. unless you are, especially if you're in a rural area where you can limit your access and contact with other people, yeah, you would have a better chance there. But let's say that you are stuck in a city environment. All right, you need to work on your pandemic kits. You need to be able to make clean rooms, things like that, quarantine rooms, places and things set in place to protect you from that outside environment, those viruses and bacteria that are out there. Definitely something we should all be thinking about. Anyway, guys, that's why I wanted to put this little bit together for y'all. No, I am not a scientist. No, I am not no medical expert or anything like that. I do know that these things are freaking nasty. They're very bad, and it is a scenario that we prep for here at the house, and I believe most do. But for those who have not really thought into preparedness for pandemics and things, hopefully this gets you thinking, okay, there are some things out there. Yeah, we can battle most of these diseases and stuff quite efficiently today. But when society collapses, there's no one there to create vaccines, things like that. So guys, don't want to take any more of your time, and this has to be cut short today because it is way too hot. I mean, I've started with a little spot of sweat on me. Alright guys, y'all take care, and I'll speak to y'all later.